Okay, let's see if I can get paper out here. What kind of paper is this? How shitty is this kind of paper? These are pens destined for Canada. One of those. And one of these. TM. Focus. Oh, come on. Grow up. Okay, this is the thinner one. Hello.
Hey, Pierre. How's it going?
It's going okay, except I can't find my... I just dropped half of your pen on the floor.
Whoops.
Are you watching me on live thing yet?
No, just here. You've
Okay.
got a hell of a t-shirt on this morning.
I do.
That's great.
It's it means I have to do washing. Okay, I found the part of the pen. What I'm doing, and I can stop this if it bothers you. I'm broadcasting live right now too, so
Okay.
your voice is heard by millions. All one of you, all one of someone. I did this earlier today where we had fun. Mitch and Joshua both called and we talked live, and while I was trying to find pens, they were talking amongst themselves and it was kind of fun. We decided to have a Pierre Gustafson call-in show. So anyway, let me do this.
That sounds good. Probably would rather keep my face and or real name off of.
Okay, well, I will refer to you as Canada.
Canada.
And your face is not seen, but your voice is heard, presumably. So
that sounds
like
what every girl wants.
Every girl wants that. Okay, so I except of course you can't see what I'm doing. So let me switch this over.
You know what I'll do is I'll pull up your live stream so you don't have to have two cameras pointed at it, but I'll just put your live stream on mute so I don't hear you twice.
Okay, good. You don't, yes, seeing me twice or hearing me twice would not be good. So the, so I'm not positive what barrel color you'll get, but is black okay with you?
Black works.
For the TM, Triumph nib?
Yep. Okay. I have no problem with, I like black.
Okay. Well, black is, I'm pretty sure I have one that will work. Maybe this one works. And then we've got this one for you, the first one I showed you. And then we've got, you wanted a ring top thin 452.5, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything else in your bag of tricks that you were interested in?
Well, the 452.5.
I mean, I'm sorry, the 52.5, sorry. In a V, 52.5 V.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm sort of open to a curveball or whatever else. Okay. There are lots of pens that I like that are tiny sized, ladies pens, golf pens, ball, ring top pens.
I do have a golf pen, but you like the flat tops.
I like flat tops. That isn't to say that I don't like cigar shapes or whatever else.
Well, that's what both of these are, sort of cigar shapes.
Right.
So, well, let me write a list, add the golf pen possibility. And what I'll do is so this is Canada, 3 A's in Canada. So we've got the Schaefer Brown. We've got the Schaefer TM with black Triumph nib, Triumph. And then we have a 52.5 V ring top, and perhaps a golf pen.
I was still pulling up the video. Could I see the nib on that, just so you play with the nib on the 52.5 V?
I don't have one.
Oh, you haven't found one yet?
This is a Moore pen from Boston.
That's a Moore. Nice.
This is a Moore. Would you rather have a Moore? Well, I'll take a picture of it and
take a picture. I'm interested in Moore pens. Just for a little bit of history and curiosity.
Okay.
How do you find the nibs on Moore pens? Like, how do they stack up to you?
They're shitty. No, they're very good as long as they're not cracked. And finding one that isn't cracked, they're often cracked in the back. So, but if you find a Moore nib out in the field, chances are it might be cracked, because I don't know what it was about them, but they I don't know if they shoved them in too far or if they got shoved in too far. They can be lovely nibs. I'll make sure that it's working. I mean, I don't think it'll screw up in your lifetime unless you play around with them and switch them from pen to pen. But I think they should be fine. I do have other ladies' pens now. Here's a golf pen, not necessarily a ladies' pen, but a golf pen. And it has a typical sort of Schaefer nib, slightly flexible, but that could be in there if you're interested.
That's nice. It's got a little bit. Is that brownish?
It's the tortoise shell, I like to call it.
Nice. Yeah.
So
nice.
I also have one in black.
I'm a big fan of tortoise shell, sepia,
those. Okay, good.
Shades.
Okay.
I think my eyes are getting a little too big for my stomach here,
Okay.
but I'll just mention it in case this talk speaks to you in some way. But
Okay.
I'm very attracted to metal pens or pens that look a little bit fancier, but that give you the sense that they were always more of a decoration or a fancy pen, and they always kind of wanted to be written with and used. If you've got a pen that you feel that way about, I would love to. Well, that's it, gorgeous. Is that a little wall? This is
a little wall, and some wall pens of this era have an issue where the inner cap, this place where the inner cap ends.
Yep.
On the inside of the cap, there's corrosion, and you see that by this little horizontal line that you see there.
Yep.
So that's a trauma waiting to happen. Now, it may not happen today, it may not happen for the rest of your life, but it may happen at some point. So oh shit, just a minute, something is happening here. Oh, my book that's holding this level. But there's
this is a little bit silly, but I kind of like, so pens with a bit of trauma are corroded. I feel like they need a home and they need to be adopted.
Well, this is perfectly adoptable. It has a really nice flexible nib in it. So I think part of its charm is this element that's happening, if you can see that.
Yep.
So I'll put this in the pile. Another one that does not have that trauma is this off-brand pen. I think it's a diamond metal pen. So this is different because it has the black end.
Right, I see that. Yeah.
And it has sort of this big checkerboard pattern as opposed to the herringbone pattern.
Right.
But so I'll take pictures of these and put prices next to them and show you what they are, and you can pick what you're interested in.
That sounds great. I'm glad that we managed to fit a couple of metal pens in there too.
Yeah. Now here's another wall. This one does not have the trauma. So I can take a picture of that and show that too. So it's nice to give you an option. So I'll just put all these in a row, do a little scribble test, put what the prices are, and send you a picture of that.
That sounds great. There's one you were showing me the other day. I forget, or maybe you were just showing it on camera, but it was the it might have been a Schaefer ring top, but what was neat about it was it had a short little cap.
Yeah. I do have that one that I thought I put aside for you.
What was attractive about it was the odd proportions.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Here also is a Parker Lady Duofold.
Nice.
In the pearl and black. So again, it's a thin, short-ish pen. So I will add this. I'm just going to put all of these in this box with your name on it. Let me just see if I can find the what do you call it, Schaefer, because I did that. The problem with that, I guess, was I didn't, and you said it wasn't a problem, was it didn't have the original nib. It had a more modern nib in it. So let me just get it. So you're in graduate school, right? And you're studying literature or something? Is that what?
I'm studying literary translation, actually.
Okay. So here's that Schaefer with the weird proportions.
Yeah, that's great. What nib did you put in it?
It's a Schaefer #3 size from probably the late 40s.
Okay.
And it fits. You know, it might be a little bit smaller than what it would have originally had. The original nib might have stuck out a little bit more, but anyway, so it's a interesting shape. These pens always, I describe Schaefer ladies pens as not being female. They're just men in drag, because there's something that's very masculine about them, because they're fatter usually than what a normal lady's pen would be.
Right.
So,
no, when you said that about all Schaefer pens, it struck me as true, but I've never sort of, I guess, spelled it out for myself.
Yeah, they always seem to be conservative, and someone took great umbrage with me for saying that, because they thought that they were very ahead of their times and not conservative at all, but there's a certain conservative look to them that makes me think that they're conservative. So anyway,
to me there's a distinction between saying, you know, they look like they're holding a miniature Republican convention between them and saying they're not innovative. I think it's a great little caricature of their character.
However,
that one that Todd, that video that you directed me to, where Todd said that Triumph nib feels like it's a scalpel and it's cutting meaning.
Ted, not Todd. Yes, Ted. Yeah. Ted. Yeah.
That to me sounds that's a real special pen if ever you decide. Yeah,
I'll let you know. I mean, sometime when you visit Boston, you can try it out. It's so prickly fine that it's almost frightening to write with, because you do feel like you're tearing the paper almost. But anyway, so this is a lot of pens here, and what I'll do is and we've never talked about price before, but what I'll do is I'll take a picture of these and line them up and sort of give you the prices. And there's some that that you may immediately just say, I'm not really interested in that, but we'll find, there's a lot here to pick from.
Sounds great.
No one else is joining in on our little jamboree here for some reason. But
you said there were a couple watching.
Yeah, there's 3 people watching, but no one else is talking. So, but it was fun this morning. We had I talked to 2 people on the phone, and it was interesting, because both of them really thought it was funny hearing the just hearing their voice on the thing, and it worked out well. I'm heading off to go to the grocery store and get some stuff for lunch, and but I will, maybe before I go, I'll take a picture of these and send you the prices, and you can think about them. I'm not going to worry about packing these up until next week for you, so you can ruminate if you want. Okay, very good.
Sounds good. Here.
Well, we'll see you later. Yep, thank you. Bye now. Bye. Okay, so that was good. Let's see, what else can I do here? These go with this one. A little note goes in here, and I will come up with prices to go along with those. And I should do the same with these that are going to Joshua. Need another box. Joshua. I have more little boxes all over my house. Every time I see a little box, I take it. Okay, good. I've decided that I have way too many pens in way too many places, and I started to condense some of them because I was having a really hard time remembering where things were. So and these are pens in my collection, but I couldn't put my hands on them yesterday when I was looking for them, and there were just too many places. So I'm going to try to figure out. Right now, if I wanted to find pen, it could be, these are the places that where they could be found. They could be found on my drawing desk. I'm just going to draw a picture of that. Here's a drawing, little face. They'd be right here in my drawing desk, filled with ink and ready to go. Okay. Then they could be in my collection, and my collection can be, there's a spot where there's boxes. I have boxes with the gift boxes that they came in with pens in them. They could be in the boxes. They could be in behind my mirror, above my part of my pen collection, behind the mirror. It's like a jewelry mirror. And there's sets. Sets are in there. So if I know I have a pencil to go with it, it could be in either one of these places. And they're next to each other, so that's handy. They could either be in, they could also be in one of two large cabinets. These generally have thinner ones. These have fatter ones. That's where most of the pens are. And they also could be in another little cabinet I have here that shows a microcosm. So any single pen could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one of 6 places. And that's 5 more places than they need to be. Most people have a Parker drawer or a Parker case, and they're all there. I don't do that. That's not how I do. But I had another one of these, and I took all of the pens out of it and put them in here. And I also have boxes. The boxes are in like 3 different places. So I'm going to try to see if I can put all the boxes in one spot. So at least I don't have to climb around trying to find where they might be. So condense that. Boxes. Would be easiest if I took all of the pens out of the boxes. That would be easy. I could just put all the boxes in one big box and put it in the attic. But why do I want to make it easy for me? So thin, fatter. I also have, in addition to these, I have many more little tiny drawers that have off brands. So But I did get rid of one of these, and I am going to get rid of another. So I'm going to condense that and that and that. These are all going to go away and be used to hold something else. I've got lots of scissors. They can hold lots of scissors. How about that? Pens I have for sale, they're all over the place right now. And but pens I have right here, where I'm doing these things, these have got to go back where they belong. I can't just have them here, I don't think, because then I can't find them. So that's what I'm trying to think. And why is this leaking? This isn't the right cap. That might be why it's leaking. Anyway, so that's my plan. So condense and divide and conquer. Condense and submit. How does that sound? Condense and submit. Submission. Resistance is futile. Bye. Where's my pen to turn it off? It's this one. End stream. End.